I got an Oculus Go. A little lesson of history here. This is not the first mobile VR headset I've actually bought. I actually previously had a Hamido VR headset, which is basically the thing which I started the channel with. Today we're gonna take a look at the Hamido VR headset. But it's something completely different than that, because with the Hamido VR headset, I had to insert my phone into a clip holder and then put it on my face. With this, I don't have to do anything like that. It's just pushing on a button and bam, you're in virtual reality. And that is where the strength of this thing is. Kind of. So yeah, let's first do an unboxing of this thing, see what is all in there so you guys have a good idea of what you get when you purchase it. I'm terrible at unboxings, as you guys probably already know. I got too excited and yeah, let's just cut to the good stuff. Okay, this has got to be like the biggest screen protector plastic thingy that I've ever seen. It's gonna feel so good. This is the reason why I'm doing all of this. Oh, I'm just gonna look at myself at the camera now. Look at the size of that thing. Whoa, that felt so good. And I got it on camera so I can watch it time and time again. Did I press record? Oh yeah, I did. Look at this is packaging. This is like a piece of cardboard here. Like, do I need to like rip that open? I think I broke it. Oh, no I didn't. Well then. What is this? Can I just play? They're forcing me to watch this!
3 weeks later.
Okay. Thought we were done. Oh, we're done! To see the true strength of this headset, I have the feeling we need to go a little bit more mobile. So, let's not do the review here. Okay, we're outside. It's been a while. So yeah, this is actually all that you need. You get a 3 degrees of freedom controller that works on one battery, and you got a 3 degrees of freedom headset. That also means no positional tracking, which is a little bit of a bummer when you come from PC VR. But yeah, I mean, it's $200. So you got 2 different models of this. You got the 64GB model, which is the one that I purchased for €269, and you also got the 32GB model, which is about €219. Now the thing does get quite hot when you're playing any of the heavy games on there, but they've done this actually really smart. They've done a heat sink at the top, which dissipates the heat from there. So actually, you don't feel any of the device getting warm, except for this kind of top, which is not attached to your face at all. For the lenses, they have this like cushion kind of thing that you can actually rip out, replace, or even throw in the wash, I think, because if this, you know, this can get a little bit dirty, especially with like if you don't have like the VR covers for the PC VR headsets, then this is actually ideal if you can just rip that out and then throw it in the wash, and before you let anyone else like bathe in your sweat, because that's still kind of gross. Yeah, it is kind of gross. Trust me. Now the resolution of the displays in here are actually higher than the ones that you get from the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive, which also means that you have less of a screen door effect in this. They still use Fresnel lenses. Some people like it, some people don't. I think it's an advantage that they're using it because you get a much larger sweet spot. You can see much better. They don't have any of the interpupillary distance changers on there because it's not necessary, just because the sweet spot is so large, which makes it a lot easier to use this device and to share with other people as well. Enjoying the sun has never been so great. People are looking at me funny and I don't really know why. This is normal, right? This is the future, everyone knows that, right? Now the controller itself got 2 buttons at the front, it got a trackpad and also a little trigger that you can push. That's it, that's all there is. Now they've done something really smart with this thing, because with this little button here, you can like center yourself in the virtual space. And that kind of simulates positional tracking. It's not real positional tracking, but it does feel like it a little bit because they position it roughly at where your elbow should be. So that your controller extends out there right from where your elbow is, which makes it kind of feel like it's positional tracking. Of course, if you then get up and you move around, then you will kind of lose that benefit. But still, I mean, it's pretty neat for such a small device. The battery life of this thing is a little bit less good. It's roughly 2 hours when you play heavy duty games. It will be a little bit longer when you're playing movies, which I think is where the strength of this device really is. I mean, 2.5 hours playing a movie, that's roughly the length of a movie, right? Now, I looked up how long it would take to take a full charge on this because I just plug it in overnight and I don't really know because it's charged in the morning. But they're saying that it's roughly 3 hours to take a full charge. Now, that does seem like it's not really a good trade-off because, 2 hours of gaming, 3 hours of charging is not really ideal. But then again, you're not going to play 2 hours in a single virtual reality game. Like, that's not a good thing to do. You'll get a headache when you do that probably. So no, don't do that. Just use it sporadically and charge it in between. Then this device is actually perfectly fine. Now, there are a couple of things where I do have some small issues with. First thing is something that Zim actually noticed, which is a very good point. Is why can't you insert this controller in the headset itself like that? That would have made it so much more easy to take this thing with you, right? The other thing is, since it's a mobile device and lenses in sunlight, like the one that we're having right now, which is because it's a beautiful day, they don't really go well together. So I would have liked to see some kind of lens caps or something that you can put on there so you can protect your device from any kind of sunlight, because people are going to take this on the bus, people can take this on the plane, and as soon as some sunlight will hit this, you're gonna have a problem. So I would have liked to see that, or maybe even if they can bring some clip out or something like that you can add to this to keep your device safe, because it doesn't come with some kind of storage box or something you can put it away in. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in that though. Now, the attentive watcher might have noticed that there's no headphones or anything attached to this. Actually, the headphones are built in to the head strap itself, which is insane. You can't even see them. It's not like the HTC Vive or the Pro or the Oculus Rift, where you can have those detachable things that clip on over, which I don't like them at all because I always use my own headphones. But with this, it's actually built in. And it's not annoying for someone else around there as well, because it doesn't get that loud out there. There's not a lot of audio bleed. I don't know how they've done that, but that is a really amazing feature. And the audio quality of it is absolutely phenomenal. Also, the microphone is way better than any of the other headsets that I've ever used. And they've done that with a reason, because it's very obvious that they want to make this a very social device. Because if you go into Oculus rooms, then you can see the true potential of a headset like this. I've done that recently with Nathy and with Mike. And we basically just had to push on a button, make a party together with us. We would all go into Mike's room. He would show us the crappy furniture that he purchased, the crappy flooring that he had. It looked awful. It was absolutely horrible, but it was cool to do it together in virtual reality. Next up, we played a game of checkers, which I obviously beat Mike in because he kind of sucks in this. I should have recorded it, but I didn't have everything set up. I'll get to that a little bit later, why I didn't record that. But yeah, that was amazing. That was just simply brilliant to do that in virtual reality within the blink of a second. And you need to keep in mind that all of that is done without a PC, without a mobile phone. It's just pushing a button and bam, you're in virtual reality. It kind of reminded me a little bit of that scene in Ready Player One where Percival called H to see what he was doing. He was on Planet Doom shooting all those things. That's how it felt. You push a button, you're in virtual reality. I see, oh, Mike is online. Let me give him a call. I jump in, we jump into a party together. I jump into his room, see what he's doing. We sit together, we're playing a game. I show him a video that I recently recorded on a huge screen in his room, in his virtual living room. We share some pictures of holidays. Nathy joined as well. He showed me some funny videos that he had laying around. We all had a good laugh in there. Then we booted up a game together, which was even more insane. We played Dead and Buried. In the game, it worked a little bit less well, but there's more to do with the game itself than with the actual headset. But then we actually got into a game together, and that was just mind-blowing, because you didn't take off the headset to do any of that. You just did everything in virtual reality. Funny thing to note was as well that the character from Dead and Buried actually popped up in our Oculus room, introducing us to the game and then saying, okay, do you want to play this now? We all said yes, and we all jumped in. Mind-blowing. mind-blowing. And that brings me to another negative point that I have. Recording with this thing is really a pain in the Now you can record video on this device itself, which is a really cool thing, don't get me wrong. You know, this is a very, very good thing. It will not impact performance that much, it will impact battery life, of course. But of course, normal people that are not YouTubers don't really do that. But the thing is, the video files don't have any audio. I don't understand why Oculus has done that, especially as a content creator. That is a very annoying thing, and it's also a very weird choice that Oculus has made. It must have been some kind of technological issue, but I don't really understand which one that would be, because if you can record MP4 files, you should be able to integrate audio in that fairly easily as well. Now, to record audio on this, it's actually quite hilarious, because you have a headphone output here. You see that? Right there. See? A headphone output, which you can record audio from. But then you need to tether it to a PC, which kind of defeats the purpose of using this as a content creator. Also, recording the microphone on this thing, I have not figured that one out yet. Now on the bottom here, you can see where the microphone is located. Another weird design choice is that they've actually used just a regular micro USB port. I would have expected a device like this would have at least a USB Type-C port on there. All right, that was it for this Rowdy review of the Oculus Go. Pretty awesome. I really enjoyed this device. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I actually did. But yeah, it's a pretty awesome little thing, especially for the price that it actually is. I'll leave a link to it down below so you guys can check it out yourself on the Oculus Go website or on Amazon. They're available there as well. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed these kind of videos a little bit as well, because it is different from the concept that I normally do. So yeah, feel free to let me know what you thought about it. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye! This is just like a movie, just like a medical one.